for the next week in class, and it is located here. It is the Ancient India and China Movie Project.
Be honest, is it hard? Don't lie.
Ancient India and China Movie Project. So first and foremost, it is a choice for you. You can choose whichever one of these is most interesting to you. You're going to spend about a week researching this, so I would definitely pick one of these that is interesting to you, not just one that whoever is sitting beside you is doing, that you think is most easiest, because none of these are easier than the other. So here is what we are looking at. And if it says iMovie, I think I tried to fix all the I see it already. I tried to fix all the iMovies, but I obviously did not get all of them. So when you see iMovie, like right there, big as day, I think I got it every place else. For our next unit, you will be creating a movie over either ancient China or ancient India. The most important thing when you are researching is making sure that you are looking at ancient India or ancient China, making sure that you use those particular words. And Screencastify should already be on your Chromebook, so you should be able to find it. It is a Google extension, so you will need to look at in your extensions. If we have trouble with that, I'll walk you through that. If you choose India, you should either choose the Gupta or the Maurya civilizations to focus your project on. So if you want India, choice of those two. If you choose China, you should either use the Shang, the Zhou, the Han, or the Qin dynasties, just one of those. Your project will be, there's iMovie again. Your project will be completed using a movie and submitted to Canvas. Sorry about that. You will be required to intensely research your topic in order to complete the I'm just going to say iMovie project. Please make sure to refer to the project rubric, which we'll go back to Canvas and look at that for requirements. Your movie must be more than 3 minutes, less than 10. We don't have 2 weeks. You have 5 days in class to complete this project, and it's due October 9th. Boy, I did not make all the corrections I wanted to. At the end of the class period. This is worth a test grade, so it's 250 points. You must include the title of the movie. Okay, I got it. Get rid of it. Title of the movie, so some kind of title. Geography, a map. Remember, your topic is ancient India or ancient China. Please refer to your textbook for correct time frame. Each of those ancient civilizations begin around river valleys, so you should make sure that your maps mention river valleys. Religion, include a summary of religion, sacred text, the creator. Accomplishments of your chosen group. List of at least 3, describe the accomplishment and explain why it was significant. The economy, the political structure, social structure, and history. Now, history of these, especially if you're doing China, is immense. Like the Zhou dynasty lasts 900 years. You cannot give me the history of the Zhou. Hold on a second, I'll get it. The Zhou dynasty, every single bit of it. You're going to pick highlights. Like, for instance, I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of the dynasties was when the Great Wall of China was built. One of the dynasties helped get rid of the Mongols. So highlights. And again, when I give you that very broad history, I would pick at least 3 or 4 really important highlights to include. Music, there should be something. Now, I'm going to say music, but one of the things that is important as you start to think about putting this together is that it should not just be a PowerPoint that moves by itself, right? So the best movies I have, and I know that some of you are not that excited about doing that, but some of the best movies that I have are ones where people actually narrate their own movie and narrate those movies so that they make more sense. If you're just going to do the whole slideshow set to a movie, you do need to make it somewhat entertaining for me to watch, and that would be music. School appropriate pictures, maps, charts. Clip art should be used very sparingly. And I always think you guys know what clip art means, but clip art is just the little Google or just the little cartoon looking images. You should be looking to find real pictures. Information slides should allow the viewer ample time to read the information. You are going to have to use some slides to show information, right? You're going to have to show a map. So you need to make sure that you leave it up there long enough. All information must be historically correct. So what you will need to do is use Google Slides to create some of these slides. Take a screenshot, drop it in, and then download it into your Canva roll so that you can add that to Screencastify. Yes.
So you said we're not doing an iMovie, right?
Well, if you have an iMovie on your phone, if you want to do that, you can.
What I was gonna say is like, so is it somewhere you have to like read, or like are we gonna like hit play and it's gonna play? Type of thing.
Well, you can. You could do it any way. It's
So,
really
like,
supposed to be like a documentary.
You said it's gonna be like 3 minutes. Would we have to like read it and then
Mhm.
the last 3 minutes? Or like,
You ask me that again.
like, would you like if you does it have to be played and be 3 minutes
Yes.
long?
It's 3 minutes. Yes.
So like not counting the reading. It just has to be like 3 minutes long.
What are you talking about? The reading, honey.
Oh, never mind. I'm asleep, bro.
It has to be at least 3 minutes long.
Okay, I get that. But it is a movie then? Type of
Yeah,
thing?
it's a movie.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's not an iMovie because when we had MacBooks, you would have used iMovie to make it. I guess I should be clear with that. It is a movie. All right, use your class time wisely. And this is a part of your grade. You must let me know if you're having technical difficulties. I can't help you if you don't ask. So if we go back to Canvas and we look, there is 50 points that will be automatically given for those of you that follow directions, use class time wisely, down to 0 points. If you lose 50 points out of this, it's even if you're perfect on everything else, the best grade you can get is a B-. Okay, so please make sure you're using the time wisely. When you're looking at, again, research, what you want to make sure that you're very specific about is the time period. If you're doing China, you're fairly good with just looking for the Han or the Qin or the Zhou. But if you're doing India and you just Google Gupta, that's a very prominent Indian name, and you will get lots of things that are fairly current. So India is the one that's the most difficult because the two names of those dynasties are still very prominent names in India. You should be fairly easy looking up things for the Shang, the Zhou, the Han, or the Qin, and making sure that you are in ancient China. So when you're using Screencastify, which is what I am using at the moment, you have a lot of options. Pause. You can add screenshots, all of those things. It's a fairly simple recording device to use. I always feel like if I can use it, you guys can use it. You also have, since you have a touchscreen, you also have the ability to write and draw on that as well for those of you that want to use it in that aspect. But essentially what you're doing is creating a movie about one of these dynasties. Okay? Yes, Sarah. When Canvas, you can't click, it's not open. What happens when you click? Oh, the rubric? It doesn't show on yours. Hold on. Let me see. There's not a little rubric button at the bottom. Scroll at the bottom. Yeah, because Eli's got it. It's what?
She wants to see all the directions.
Huh.
You put it into the other time.
Do what?
You put it first.
Let's see. What did I do? All right, let me stop sharing.